right. Well, today we fucked up. All right. I will be honest with you. Um, Apex is doing the 90% off the accounts, and I passed 2 eval accounts because, again, I did the full port method. I'm going to make a video on that in the future. So, again, now we have 7 PA accounts that are going to be activated by tonight. But we passed 2 more, and when I did that, I usually go in 10 minis because it's either we win it or we lose it with 15 points. That's my full port method. It's just for the eval account to speed up the process. But when we entered in a trade, I ended up entering 3 minis instead of 3 micros. At least I switched my size down, but on TradeAvate, I didn't switch to micro e-minis. I stayed on minis because I was doing the evals, and I ended up losing $250 per account right away. I exited the trade, and I didn't want to hold it because, again, I've made this mistake in the past thinking it's going to come back up, but I didn't want to let emotions take over. I exited right away once I noticed I made the mistake because I saw how price was freaking moving so quickly, and I fucked up. So, again, we would have lost the trade regardless today or gotten stopped at break even. I don't know how I would have played it. Price action was shit because it's a no news Monday, and there's a lot of red folder news, so I shouldn't even trade it today, but I don't know. We all make mistakes. I made mistakes in front of people on the Discord and on YouTube, and it's part of it. Some people left right away thinking it was stupid. I can't win every single trade, but, dude, it's part of trading. We make mistakes, we learn, and we grow. I think the main thing I can learn from today is I didn't crash out, which is good. I didn't let my emotions take over, holding the trade, thinking it's going to come back up, which it did, which is even worse because I thought I would crash out even more. Because I saw price going in a direction, could have made my money back from the simple mistake. But again, I made the mistake in trading. You pay for it with money. And again, we still have our PA accounts. We still have 5 activated. Now we're going to have 7 activated by tonight. And we just got to slowly build. We just lost all of last week's profits, which sucks. But again, it's part of it, right? So let's get into it. So what I was looking for today is... Let's go to the 5-minute time frame. Actually, let's start with the 4-hour. As you can see, we had this big gap below. I thought we were at least going to fill this and come into equilibrium of this gap. As you can see, if we mark out the GAN box from this high to this low, we came into the 50% level and we were reacting off of it in the 5-minute time frame. That's why I wanted to take this trade. So what I did is I was looking at the 5-minute time frame, and as we could see on NASDAQ, we ended up breaking structure to the upside, correct? ES had this 15-minute fair value gap at the top. NASDAQ ended up disrespecting it at this candle, 9:45 a.m., but I would have entered literally right around that time. So on NASDAQ, we had a 5-minute breaker structure. Then we formed this 5-minute order block down below. We ended up coming into this 5-minute order block and showing heavy buying pressure out of it. I also marked equilibrium from these lows to these highs, and as you can see, we got heavy buying pressure out of equilibrium. So again, I was scaled down to the 1-minute time frame, and let's X out this 15-minute fair value gap. Scaled down to the 1-minute time frame. We could see got buying pressure out of it. I wanted to wait for the macro time frame because again, it was a no news Monday. Then we formed a fair value gap right here. Ended up coming down, disrespecting it, and then we ended up coming back up and disrespecting the inverse fair value gap again. So I ended up entering that trade. We also saw that if we go from this low to this high, we came into equilibrium and got heavy buying pressure out of it. And I used the fib also. If you can go from this low to this high, you can see we reacted off of the 79% extension level. So I entered off the candle closure on this trade right here. This is where I made my mistake. Accidentally entered in 3 minis instead of 3 micros. So again, we probably would have lost $100 on this trade. Stops would have been at this low right here, and we were going to target London session highs. First TP was going to be these 15-minute highs right here, but price didn't want to get up to there. So again, no news Monday, shitty price action. We would have got stopped out anyway, probably losing around $100. But again, as soon as we entered, dude, price ended up just skyrocketing down. I exited around this point. I wasn't holding it. I didn't want to see because, again, we were down like 400 there. And I ended up exiting around maybe halfway up this candle as price started to go up. Took my $240 loss for the day and just went with it. So, again, part of it. But, again, I don't know. Part of the game. We passed 2 more evals, but we ended up losing $240 per account, which sucks. So I think that's a total of 240 times 5. We lost $1,200 today. So it is what it is. But we would have been stopped out regardless. I think we shouldn't even took this trade today because of how price action was. No news Monday. A lot of red folder news coming into the week. And I think I was just a little bit jumpy and excited and wanted to get into it. So other than that, we learned from our mistakes. Guys, we're just slowly growing. We have 7 PA accounts now, which is good. But now it's my job to slowly build those, get those to payout level, get a payout on them, and then just continue growing those accounts. There's nothing we can do from there. So we made our mistake today. Paid for it in money, right? That's how you learn with trading. Again, I think it's good we didn't crash out, which I would have done in the past because of a stupid mistake. But I'm gonna try and look at the bright side of this. That it's a lesson that needed to be learned. But again, we made a simple mistake just because we tried to do the full port method on eval accounts and we forgot to change the size of the trade. Part of life, guys and girls. So it is what it is. We're going to activate those other accounts. Get ready for the week still. Still got a lot of trading days coming up. It's a terrible way to start off the week, but part of the game, right? Part of the game. So appreciate it, guys. Like and subscribe. I post my losses in my Discord all the time and on my Instagram. I'm about to make an Instagram video on my story. But again, I just tell the truth, show the real reality of my trading journey, and that's part of it. We all make mistakes, right? All right, appreciate it. Like and subscribe, guys. Thank you.